Hey everyone, this is Red Silvers, and welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomizer. We're gonna switch things around a little. Alright, so we're just finishing up exploring the Reverse Coliseum for now, and then we're gonna go see what other places we have to check out. Mainly our objective right now is just to fill in that sweet maps percentage. Lunch, that's always a good thing. Food is a little scary to come by right now. Hopefully, with all the craziness going on, everybody is safe. Definitely wouldn't mind being able to use a meal ticket and a duplicator right now, though. It would certainly save a lot of trips to the grocery store. But that is what it is. Of course, a Castlevania pot roast is always a handy alternative. Thank you, Skull. That's just what I wanted. So I think we'll finally be making our trip into the reverse chapel again. Here's a fun room. Do not. It's like, don't kick me out of that room. I mean, I can just do this if this is what you really want. You would think with these guys being old bosses that they would give a ton of experience points, but they don't necessarily, because the experience curve is set at what you would fight them as a boss. So by this point they expect that you're way higher level when they give less experience. So unfortunately, that's just something to keep in mind. Those bone dragon things are classic Castlevania enemies that were always such a pain. I love that the dead body is still here in the ceiling. It's kind of a funny touch. There's the Night Shield. That's only like the second shield we find in the game. So not a lot of fun stuff in the Coliseum, and it's certainly not the same without the rockin' music. Excuse me? Okay, let's go ahead and we'll do the back end of the chapel here. Really? I was gonna say, that's more like it. So we'll have to go back and do the other end of this later. Here's all of our demon familiars. They like to get a hold of you and do like that berserk thing to you. And they drop berserk resist thunders. Yeah, see, they get on there and they take Alucard off. This would be a great place to have an axe, actually. Thanks, sword. Yeah, the imps are kind of obnoxious. Why he's not that aggressive when he's the familiar, I don't know. But there's just a lot going on here. I like these chariots that go up the stairs, though. That's kind of a fun image. Hello, Mana Prism. And I missed a tiny spot in this room, so we're gonna go back. It's gonna be like right here. You know? There's a lot of spots in the castle where Diz is just getting that exact corner. Which reminds me, there's a bunch of underwater stuff that we can go and fill in now, because we have that holy snorkel. Yeah, this is definitely the easiest way to deal with those imps. Quite a little bit of lag in this area, too. Thank you. These enemies in particular seems like they cause a lot of lag in the game. I mean, this doesn't look like it's pushing the PlayStation to its limits, but this game pushes the PlayStation quite a bit. There's the axe that would have been so handy. And an S-Stock. Which is a two-handed German sword that's stronger than what we've got. Let's see, got all the nooks and crannies there. There's a pentagram in the reverse chapel. That just makes sense. That is very ironic that we got the axe once it wasn't super useful. Alright, we're gonna go into the necromancy lab here, and we're gonna be right where another boss fight is. This sword may not stick with me for very long. It's kind of weird. Alright, but let's go straight into boss time here. And here we have Beelzebub, the Lord of Flies. Luckily, that doesn't quite beat him up, but the sword does do some damage. That's what I was waiting for, the sword familiar to get in there and do some damage. So you don't want these flies to stick around too much, because they'll just come after you. If you can pull off a soul steal, you can wreck him, but getting rid of the bats is or getting rid of the flies is a good way to stop him from swarming you. Normally he is not a relic boss anyway, he's just kind of an extra one. So we got a couple of directions we could go. We could head toward the entrance. Or we could head toward the Black Marble Gallery. Let's head to the entrance. Salem Witch, you were in the first castle, so you're already really weak. Save another boss down. Oh, it's these steel traps again. Oh yeah, the bitter flies. And we're gonna throw in some of the more obnoxious enemies from the first castle down here. It's kind of hard to see that bitter fly. Yeah, I am not gonna feel bad about poison misting my way through everything. What do we have here? We have a diamond. So it is kind of odd that some of the more dangerous areas of this castle are the ones that are the starter areas. Like the Black Marble Gallery, the Reverse Entrance, the Necromancy Lab, all places you went in the first half hour of gameplay. This room necessarily isn't dangerous, it's more just annoying because of the gremlin guys. Alright, somewhere around here there's rooms that we can break. I want to say it's this wall over here. And then right above it. There's a library card, that'll be handy. And this is the one that's got... Oh, hello, health map. There's a Bible. We could try using it for a bit. Actually, that's not a bad way to deal with these. It's not perfect, but... It's another one of those sub-weapons. It's kind of situational, but when it's good, it's good. Oh yeah, here's another former boss that's become a regular enemy. Only his big gimmick now is that he can summon more copies of himself. Instead of summoning like the skeletons and mermen like he did before, he just clones himself. Which isn't handy for leveling up because, again, he's not giving you a ton of experience. So him summoning a bunch of copies is not helping farm. Alright, what do we have here? The moon rod. I don't think we've gotten any rods yet. But yeah, that one has that special attack that you can do. So that's handy. I'm not going to deal with all these lesser demons again. They're just going to spam the heck out of the place. He did give me some lunch, though. That's at least nice of him. It's like, wait a minute. I said I wasn't going to deal with all these guys. Go away. Alright, one of these leads to the big elevator shaft. And one leads to a save room. So let's go save first. I know you guys are totally shocked that I'm saying let's save instead of just ignoring the save point like I do so often. Oh, I'm not dealing with you guys. Alright, any goodies? Pudding! Add more of the ashes. The babuti, I think is what it's actually called. Alright, we're gonna come back through this way later. Even though this is tedious to do. And I'll take all the free imp hits. Bring it on. Because we're going to explore that back end later on. Boy, these lesser demons are just everywhere here. Monster Vial 2. It's not quite what I was going for, but sure. This guy I remember being such a terror in the first castle because he's right near the beginning of the game. Alright, so that's about half of that area down. Basically, my plan of attack for filling in that is we'll go back through the Black Marble Gallery. Really? You're not going to hit him? That works, though. That was actually kind of funny. Sword's just like, don't worry. I got this. Excuse me. Yes, we definitely want to fill in the warp room over here. And I think that's all of them for the reverse castle. That will certainly make coming back here later easier. Ooh, big bag of money. Ooh, we got a crystal cloak. Is that better than the Twilight cloak? Not entirely, but it's got different look to it. Which is going to affect how our bat looks too. I always really like that touch that the cloaks affect how the bat form looks. I almost made that jump. Alrighty, is there turkey or anything like that here? There's drugs. And that is the dodo. Normally that dodo drops the really cool sword. And there's only one in the game. He drops the rune sword, which is kind of like the heaven sword that I was using early on. And so that's one that people farm sometimes in the regular game. I don't remember if you need to do the trick to open up the room in the reverse castle. Let's see. Well, there's no door here, so let's... Alright, are you gonna open? You opened. Getting all the elemental mails. Alright, so for filling in the map, this might be a good place to head toward the underground to fill in all the water. Excuse me. Thank you. Ooh, Venus weed. I'm not messing with you. And now I have a clock that's not even that useful. Well, there's a dagger. Are we gonna keep the dagger? No, no we are not. Okay, we'll keep the dagger over the cross that takes 1,000,000 hearts. Alright, so this might be a bit of a shorter video just because, once again, I'm recording before I have to head out to work. But I think what we'll do is we'll go and fill in the rest of the entrance, and then we'll come back and save. And we have a few launching points for the next video. Also, I think that's all the bosses except for the final bosses. Ooh, big bag of money. And I always liked that you have Warg Riders here. To make up for the wargs that you see in the first castle. Like, here they are. When you destroy the rider, then the warg itself is still here. I always thought that was a neat little touch. Let's see, anything here? Aside from what would normally be a cross, but now it's an axe. Wilhelm and Chinese buns. Alrighty, that's the entrance filled in. I don't want the Nova Skeleton to kill you, that would be silly. I guess I killed the rider of the skeleton and now he's just following me around? I mean, sure, why not? I just don't think I've ever noticed that before. This is kind of an out-of-the-way area of the castle, so it's not like it's one that I hang out in very often. Alright, you know what? We're gonna get silly for a minute here. Ah, that'll work. Won't let me rapid fire this, sadly. Because you think you could just sit here and chain gun it. Alright, so we got a big chunk of this area that we can explore with the wolf form. Blue Knuckles? That sounds like a bad Sonic fan character. Knuckles for uppercut use. Oh, that's kind of like the one sword that we had. And he gave us Jewel Knuckles. Oh, it's you again. I guess if I wanted to power up my Muramasa. This isn't too bad. I kind of like this one. Although we just found another one. Let's see here. Curved Indian sword. So far, so good. I thought that you could swim with the wolf. I mean, we're filling in the room, but I know elsewhere it's like, hey, really? Jerk. Yeah, somewhere in here is the magic pixel. So what am I missing? Like, I should be like dog paddling and not doing it. And there's one spot in particular here. It's like right here. Right in that cranny there. Or maybe it's a little further over. I mean, I'm gonna get this one, but there's others that are worse than that. I'm too far over. I was not expecting this to be such a challenge. Okay, let's... It's like that little tiny cranny right there. Well, I'm at a loss why I'm not swimming. But that's kind of throwing off my groove. Also, I need to go find a save room. Because I'm running out of time. So I guess I'll look into that and see if there's something really obvious that I'm missing. But I feel like the doggy paddling was not something that was counterintuitive before. You would just kind of jump while you're in the water. But it's all good. This is where I would have had to stop anyway. But I'm just kind of surprised by that. So I guess I'll look into that further and see what I'm missing. But that's something to pick up for next time. And so as always, until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a good night.